welcome to my channel, Mother Suckers. Hey,
we're sisters, we're happy and we're singing and we're
Lady Fro. Let me get serious. It's been a minute. I haven't put out a video in a while. I gotta get it. This is your first time here, you are welcome to the latest side of YouTube. Now it is a rainy day here in New York, so if you hear don't, that's the rain.
no. Can you stand it?
Alright, no, for real. So I posted a status, right? And it was actually a retweet. Someone named Deanna Taught Me tweeted, "Only black girls know what I mean when I say the type of hairstyle you have make different kinds of guys approach you." Right? Wig versus braids versus natural hair versus length versus color. It's hella interesting. And of course you have people in the comments who completely agree and completely disagree. So I did want to discuss this. I wanted to open this conversation up to my channel, to you guys on YouTube, and speak from my personal experiences as well as personal experiences from other women that I've spoken to on this topic. Also posted this on my Instagram. Where is it? And I'll put the image somewhere here on the screen. You know, I'm always coming through with the looks of Xfinity. I do change up my hair a lot. I like rocking wigs, and it's not that I like wigs more than my natural hair. I just like changing my hair a lot, and I'm not about to do that to my natural hair. So girl, you're gonna get this pink wig, you're gonna get this blue wig, you're gonna get this green wig, and you're gonna get this deep conditioned 4C hair. And some of y'all probably just thought, oh, you know, let me just pick one. But I actually was taking note and doing a poll on what you guys chose. I know that the initial poll says that, you know, your different hairstyles attract different guys, but I want to open this up to not just men. You know, not everybody is straight, but I want to open this up to just people in general, right? Because you get a different reaction across the board, whether it's from men, whether it's from women, employers, you know what I mean, just random ass people on the street. You know, you do get a different reaction depending on your overall look. But black women specifically, we notice that we do get different interactions. For the most part, we do get different interactions when we have different hairstyles. This is not 100%. I'm not saying that if you have this hair you're gonna get this man and this attraction and this job. I'm not saying that. I'm saying for the most part, this is what we as black women notice. And I just want to again open up the conversation as to why some of you guys may think that is, and my personal opinions on why I think that is. So I do want to address some of the comments here. If you're not following me on Instagram, be sure to do so, so that you guys can engage in these conversations and we can bring them on here to YouTube. Also, so you can also see the looks of Xfinity. Yeah. ODC says natural type 4 hair attracts white men. It's exotic to them. Wigs and type 3 hair attracts black men. No bullshit. Black men don't like kinky hair. Only curly type 3 or type 2 is attractive to them. Okay, that's what shorty said. I will say that this was kind of like the overall consensus within the comment section, and then of course you did have people saying like, no, that's not true, you know, I wear my natural hair all the time and I get compliments from this and this. And of course there are exceptions to every rule. There are exceptions to majority, but overwhelmingly, you know, I posted this on my YouTube community tab, and I also posted it on Instagram, and overwhelmingly the consensus from black women was what shorty said. You know, that natural type 4 hair attracted white men because it's more exotic to them. Wigs and type 3, which is more of a curlier hair texture, attracted black men. So that when they wore straight wigs or really curly defined wigs, you know, and longer wigs, that black men were more attracted to them, versus when they wore their natural hair, type 4 natural hair, men from other races, specifically white men, would be more attracted to them. Now I also want to say that, well, I said that already. Someone said you're right about the white men, not so much the black men. Then again, that just might be your experience, which yes it is. Can you please be specific that this is black men in the United States, not all black men? And I think that's also an interesting point as well. I'm sure there are black men in the Caribbean, you know, the temperatures are different. More women are, you know, probably less likely to wear weave and makeup all the time because the rain and the humidity and things like that. So you probably will find more natural women in more hotter climates. I'm just assuming. I don't live in these hotter climates. I visit for a couple days and I come on back home. So you guys that do live in the Caribbean or you know, in different parts of Africa, you can let me know how how does the climate affect, you know, how you guys style your hair? You can let me know in the comment section. That'll be actually really interesting to hear. But I would just assume that, you know, if you're on an island and you're surrounded by water, and like I said, the temperature is always changing, that you're more likely to be more natural, and that men gravitate towards your natural. You know what I mean? Like if you're from like a small town somewhere off the coast or something, I don't know, you're less likely to be like, oh, you know, I need a perm. You know what I'm trying to say? But then we can even narrow it down even further to, let's just be honest, we can narrow it down to education, we can narrow it down to tax bracket, we can narrow it down to even religion. Like, you'll be surprised. There is like, we could, this thing, I'm telling y'all, I think I just be talking. This thing goes deep, and there's a science to these things. I'm telling y'all, I've seen the different interactions. Now let me say this, boom, let's throw the pictures up, right? Number one, boom, straight weave. I don't, in my personal opinion, if you're not a hotep, if you're not I mean like extremely pro-black, the straight weaves, everybody likes it. Okay, the black, the white, the Spanish, but they all like it. This did I say this was my experience? So y'all can't tell me that I'm wrong, because this is my experience. Eloho's head, okay? The straight weave. Boom, everybody like it. What's your name? What's your name? What's your name? Where you going? You got a man? You single? You do? Hi, what do you do for work? What's up? Oh my God, you're beautiful. You're gorgeous. The straight weave, everybody across the board. My experience. Okay. The curly weave. Okay. I'm gonna get the Latinos. The Latinos they looking with the curly weave. They looking with the curly. Oh, is she Dominican? Could she be a little Puerto Rican? Is she a little mixed joint? What's up? She got the curly hair. She looked black at the same time. Like, what's good? What the black men, definitely. Okay. White men, curly wigs. White men too. You know what? Now that I'm really thinking about it, any wig or natural style I wear, I'm actually getting the attention across the board. Okay, maybe I shouldn't use. Okay, what's happening? What's happening with this video? What's going on? I think this is still a valid point. Okay, this is still a valid point. Now this is interesting. So now someone else said, I've noticed that whenever I wear long black curly / wavy wigs, I only attract men. But whenever I wear colorful wigs or braids or faux locks or my natural hair, I attract attention from women. And someone said, yeah, actually I've had days like this too, but then I'll get the occasional non-black male admire it and call it cool whenever I wear braids or fro. When I have a color wig on, honey, the girls are coming to the yard. The girls want to know who's in my wig. The girls want to know where I got the color. The girls want to know the girls want to tell me that I look the fuck good. Okay, someone said natural hairstyles brings out the Caucasian boys, long weaves bring out the black men in my experience. Not mine. Black men love my hair like they don't have to. White men like it too though. If you want a high caliber man, wear your natural hair straight or curly. Doesn't have to be all the time, but 9 times out of 10 they love it. Short or long, we're already beautiful, they just want to see it. And that I can agree to as well. They just want to see it. And it's not only that they want to see it, it's also like, I want to see it, but I want to see you keep that same energy as when you had your weave. And now we're talking about high caliber. Okay, high. Okay, we're not talking about low. We're not talking about medium. We talking about high. Even with high caliber men, you know, they can also, you know, be featurists and, you know, colorists and things like that too. But for the most part, if your hair is natural, if it's healthy, if it's in like a cute cut or a cute style, and it's your hair, that I will say that is acceptable. Depending. Everything depends. Okay, it depends. Sidebar, I look extra yellow in this video, but I am a highly melanated being. I don't know what's up with my light. I just feel like I look yellow, and I'm not. Oh no. Okay, see? This I could do. Give me my chocolate. I earned it. I worked for it. Okay? I need my chocolate. I'm sorry. Can't get that up. Said I've been saying this for years, but let me tell you, a lot of the fuckboys love straight weaves hair. When I'm natural and curly, I don't get as many. That's true, unless you get the pro-black fuckboys, okay? Because I'm gonna tell you. Paul says, this is a convo I've been dying for you to have on your channel. I go through this too freaking commonly. Not true. It's the confidence you lack when you wear your natural hair versus extensions. I do hair. I see it all the time. all the confidence, sorry, I see it all the time. Confidence gotta be on baddie with either style. See women in salons, you know, they come in and they're kind of like their hair is covered, or they come in and then as soon as their hair is done, it's just like bye bye boom. That kind of goes back to the whole like having your hair done, you know, in society, what it means to have your hair done and to not have your hair done. Now, having your hair in an afro, having your hair out in its natural state for black women, and specifically for black women with type 4 hair, it's not considered done. And I spoke about this when we spoke about the you know, the H&M ad with the little girl that had the messy hairstyle. So in that retrospect, no, women are not going to be as confident when their hair is not done. I don't necessarily think it's a weave versus not weave thing. I just think when society says like this is not done and this is done, when your hair is not done, you don't feel your best, right? That's like if your nails weren't done, you don't feel your best. I gotta get my nails done. I gotta get my toes done. You know, when you if your toes was busted, crusted, and disgusted, and you had on some slides, some cute Chanel slides, let's say you got some cute Chanel slides, babe, got you some cute Chanel slides, and you slid your crusted, busted, and disgusted toes in your Chanel slides, and you was on your way to the nail salon. Guess what? You gonna be like, listen, I hope I don't see nobody on my way to this nail salon. I gotta get my toes done, right? So I think that also happens with our hair. Now, there are people who just are more confident with weaves. That is an unlearning that we have to do. Any guy that I date, I probably met them on the one-off with my wig on, and they're like, okay, you know, I want to see you natural. Like, I want you to wear your natural hair more. Or a little just you have to wear makeup. Like, we just going up the block, low. Like, you beautiful, you good. Like, you don't need all of that thing. So I will say that. I will say and give black men their kudos in that they do want us to be more natural. I do. I see that. But at the same time, y'all, as someone who does get hollered at a lot, and everything that glitters is not gold, like I'm not bragging about being hollered at. Like, honestly, I would prefer to just be left the hell alone. But hey, Brooklyn, okay? But I just don't know if I can say that confidence is the biggest factor, because you can have a weave in and not be confident, or you can have a weave in and not a slamming weave or a slamming wig in, and you know, just give off the vibe of, listen, I'm not confident, or I'm not having a good day, I don't want to be bothered, and guys are still gonna approach you. Okay, yeah, you're still gonna get approached even with the resting bitch face, like, don't talk to me, I'm not here for it, I'm not having a good day, maybe I don't like the way I look, maybe I don't like the way I feel today, child, I might be PMSing. You're still gonna get approached by a certain person when you have a certain hairstyle. So again, I say that to say, like, I think confidence does play a part, but I don't think it's as big as it does play with what type of hairstyle you have, you know. And I think that's fair to say. Like, there are styles that are more popular, there are styles that are more approved depending on your skin tone, depending on your texture, depending on your length, things like that. And I feel like women, regardless, like if you're confident with your natural hair and you embrace your natural hair and you love your natural hair, like you could literally never wear a wig a day in your life. There is a standard, right? There is a standard of what's acceptable, and there's a standard of what's done. I want to like just let y'all know, like, at the end of the day, like, if these certain guys are not complimenting you or not into you, like, let's just say, because let's just be honest, right? If you are out there, you're single and you're looking for a guy, and people say, I'm not looking for a guy, but some of us are. Okay, so and nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. You are looking for a guy and you are single and you know you do want to settle down and meet a great guy. There's nothing wrong with that, you know, and you're not attracting certain guys. Listen, take it as a blessing, girl. You ain't attracting them fuckboys. You ain't attracting guys that's gonna be like, listen, babe, you need to, I don't know, you need a relaxer, you need to do something, but I don't like your hair, you need to cover that, and I like you better with a weave or a wig. Like, you don't want to attract that anyways. Okay, that's all I have for this video. I want you guys to let me know what you think about this down in the comment section. In your own personal experience, do you feel like you attract different men and women and friends and opportunities and blah 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 blah, blah, depending on what type of hairstyle you're wearing, whether it's a wig, whether it's natural, whether it's braids, whether it's a silk press, honey? Let me know what you experienced down in the comment section below. Thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you like me and want to become a part of my gang.